Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Group 1, LAX2047, Poetic Society, and today we are going to do our group discussion 3. But firstly, we are going to introduce ourselves.
So my name is Amira Nabila binti Abdul Malik. My metric number is 196771.
My name is Nadia Nazira binti Aminuddin. My matrix number is 198341.
My name is Anissa Amira binti Adali, metric number 199114.
My name is Shaira binti Sharani. My matrix number is 198773.
My name is Nur Izzati Amani binti Razak. My matric number is 198670.
My name is Muhammad Hafiz Iqbal bin Mazwan, and my matrix number is 198717.
Okay, so today, Group 2 will be presenting their poem on the topic of humanitarian. So Group 2 can start.
Here we start. Dead bodies floating in our ocean, from the Asian Pacific to the Mediterranean. Crumpled corpses lying on our beaches, thousands thrown unknown. Overcrowded detention centers, not unlike concentration camps, behind the barbed wires guarded by police and snarling dogs. Nobody feels responsible.
Not those who started wars, destroyed whole cities, made millions homeless and into refugees. Not those who take advantage of those chaos for their own gain, abusing the names of their gods or some ancient figurehead to excuse their atrocities and greed. Not those who live in comfortable homes and wish the desperate crowds would just stay on the TV screen and not come close.
Nor those who pretend to be the guardians of our great humanitarian heritage, but show no backbone against nationalist fanatics. It is the shame of the world to sit and talk and watch and not do enough. Those who turn away the needy and homeless could also quite suddenly lose their homes, forced to rely on the kindness of strangers. That's all.
Good job, guys. So I think for this poem, some of the stanza is like metaphor, but some of those are straightforward. So I think this poem actually really related to the topic, which is the shame of the world, and it's also correlate with our global issue, which is humanitarian. All right, what
Yes.
do you guys think?
Yeah, I think the poem itself carry a heavy message to all of us, and I think to the readers. Yeah, because the meaning we can understand it clearly that it is about uh, the issues that are currently happening in the world right now. Yeah. For examples, we know about the issues in Myanmar, right? Yeah. There is what we call tribe cleaning. I'm not sure what is the term, and yeah, the people of Rohingya do not have a place to stay or a place that they can call home. Generally, yeah, they become refugees and ask for help to other countries. It is actually a really shames of the world, really shame. Mm. And actually, I think, yeah, please.
Okay. Okay, so now I want to give a comment on the uses of the word of this poem. So we can see that the word here is simple and that there is no jargon words and we can simply understand it. And I can see that there are three main points from this poem. So from stanza 1 until 3, from stanza 1 until 3 that it highlights about the impacts of humanitarian crisis. And for the stanza 4 until 7, it said about the person who is not who is never really care about this humanitarian crisis. And for the last stanza, it expressed about the disappointment of this world that we did not um, that we did not enough that we did not care enough about this humanitarian.
I also agree with you, Nadia.
I
Um,
really agree with you, Nadia.
because uh, it shows the difference between the poor people and also the rich people. Like the rich people, they didn't care about what happened for to the poor people, and they just live like so comfortable, which they did not have the humanitarian character inside themselves like that.
I agree with all of you, but beside the words that is being used, I think the presenters intonation or their tone actually suitable for this poem, because you did emphasize those that should be emphasized by using a firm tone, and and other other than that, you guys like you want to attract the attention, you guys using the soft tone. So that's what I think. So what do you think, Anissa, Amira?
In my opinion, this poem is actually simple and quite straightforward, and also the language used is lacking of something, I think, because personally, when we talk about poem, what comes into my mind is that poem will have a rhyme. So this poem is actually lacking of rhyme, if you guys realize it. And also the word used, I found something like the third stanza, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth line, guarded by police and snarling dogs. I think the line showing an a situation of fear and scary of something. That is what I found. What about you, Amira?
As for me, I think this poem really shows the situation of the world right now, and this actually this poem uh already this poem is relevant from uh from before until now, until the current situation, which means that the world does not change at all, even if it have passed over 10 years or 20 years. It is still have wars and still have the human that did not care at all about this situation. So I think, mm, yes, we can take this poem as right, like uh we can learn from this poem, like that.
Yes, yes. I
Yes.
think from the blue colors, right? The last stanza.
Yes,
It is the shame of the world to sit and talk and watch and not do enough. Those who turn away, the needy and homeless could also quite suddenly, because their home forced to rely on the kindness of strangers. So I think it shows that the world is not doing enough. It's not doing enough to help them, right? So I think we as Malaysian, we do not have any issues at all about our living. We live in a harmony and I think comfortable life for us as students here, right? So I think the action that we can take to help and to show our empathy to others, which is the world and the people in needs at other countries, is by maybe give give them some fun. Like charity. Yeah, right. We we do some charity, and then we give it to uh, the non-government organizations such as Syria Care, I think. Yeah. So I think that is the minimum that we can do. Beside pray, we can also help them with money, and then they will do the actions that they have and they able uh, to help the people in need in other countries. Mm.
I agree with
Yes,
Iqbal.
I agree with you
Yes, yeah.
because
When Iqbal said on the last stanza, I also attract with the line, the second last line and also the last line, which is forced to rely and on the kindness of strangers. Sometimes people don't really want to take action. For example, if we do the fine, but then still have person or people that did not contribute to it, because they will have the perception that, oh, if I don't do this, many of other people can do that, like that. So I think we can take this this line to reflect ourselves.
Oh,
What do we?
that is mentality, right, Amira?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we cannot have that mentality, because if everyone have that kind of mentality, so there is no peoples that will help others. Yeah, we can reflect to ourselves and to the people around us.
because the people that in need, they want our help from other types, because
Mm.
they only can rely on what we give, even if the little that we give, like that.
yes,
Sure.
we should feel more empathy and we should be kind to everyone because we don't know what is the challenging that they face.
Yes, I agree with you, Nadia. So when we see the poem, uh, generally, you can see that this is the global. It is a global issues, right?
Yes.
It
Yes,
is the global issues. They are mentioning about some countries that we can guess and we actually know which is the country that having this problem. So I think, what about Malaysia situations? You think, what is your opinion about Malaysia situations?
Can relate it to COVID also. COVID-19. Humanitarian pandemic.
Yeah, I think during this COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people is suffering from it, and actually, a lot of people in Malaysia in need of help too. So we can see a lot of charity and a lot of public figure help them, yeah, by do fundraising and by give what they can. So my point is
Yes,
actually, sure, please.
Agree with you, Iqbal. I mean, like, if we see in this kind of context, we should at least actually see what is near us instead of looking far from us, right? Right.
Yes,
Okay.
that is my point.
So,
Thank you.
okay. So, what do you guys think about the effectiveness of this poem to relate to the current global issue, which is a humanitarian?
okay. I think if they understand the meaning of the poem, I think it will be effective to address the humanitarian to others. But if they just read it, not understand what is the meaning behind the poem, uh, maybe a little.
This poem is actually how I say to measure the effectiveness uh in the point of view of the public. I think it's more into describing the situation, not into their attitude, where they can defend the humanity and also have a positive attitude towards the issue. That is what I thought on this poem in a different point of view.
Yeah, I think this poem is really effective because I can. It's really effective when people understand it because from this poem it really reflects me to that we need to do something uh, like we need to help people, like we need to feel empathy towards other people.
Yes, I agree with you, Nadia. Because after I hear this poem that were recited by our friends, it makes me think that it made me want to search and want to know more about the people around the world. Yeah, because I think I am lacking in reading of the global issues. So my point is, this poem is actually really effective.
Like what you guys said earlier. So if those people understand this poem, it actually effective because it sparks the realization of what we can do to the society to to combat these problems. Yes, that's my point of view.
As for me, I think this poem is the effectiveness of this poem is 7 out of 10. The three marks are missing is myself. I did not find this poem to really give impact on me because I think our last poem, which is about human something also, I think that poem is more effective than this poem. Like sum up everything.
I think the overall conclusions of this poem, or what is the meaning of this poem, is actually uh, we must be kind to other people's, yeah, because it is humanitarian issues or aspect, and I think actually we can do or show some kindness by showing it and help others that are near to us, because nation also have a lot of people in need. We also can help the people in need globally.
I think what Iqbal said has concluded everything what we have discussed before.
Okay, so we agree with the Iqbal conclusion, right? Okay, so we can end our discussion for today.
Yeah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay, see you all in next video. Bye.
Alright, thank you.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.